It is an anti-religious band that sways heavy on Satanism for their first album, and still comes out on top as an achievement in my book. Immolation and their album, Dawn of Possession. With Ross Dolan on vocals, bass, and lyrics, Robert Vigna on guitars and lyrics as well, Tom Wilkinson on guitars and lyrics, and Craig Smolowski on drums. This four-man band created a hauntingly chilling album that stands the test of time and is one of the best death metal albums from one of the best death metal bands out there. Yet they are still highly underrated. So what do I like about this album? The vocals. Hell yeah. Ross Dolan has those growling type of vocals that are just seems like they're clawing at his throat while he does them, and he just doesn't care. He keeps them powering through. He has definitely one of the best death metal growls out there, in my opinion. The shredding guitars and their interesting sounds are very memorable. Not only do they plow through the songs, but they also have this sway to them that makes them rather different from most metal albums of the time. That's always been a thing with Immolation. They have these awesome guitar riffs, and I just love it. The prominent drums are a must for Immolation. They always have the kick pedal going in overdrive, and it really shows in later albums, but still are prominent in Dawn of Possession. The fact that it doesn't sound like it's borrowing elements from thrash is a big testament to how great this band is. A lot of bands at the time were trying to cross over from thrash to death, and you could still hear the thrash metal in the death metal. This doesn't really have any thrash elements. There's still shredding of guitars and everything, but there's nothing too crazy like thrash would have. I applaud to them for that. This album came out in 1991, so that's not too far off from the death thrash or thrash to death era. The album artwork is beautiful. Let's go back to the vinyl for a minute, actually. Dude, what even? Those poor angels never stood a chance. Let's take it out of the slip. Look how beautiful that artwork is. Immolation. Now we need is some angels on fire in there. Your band will have total meaning over the title and album artwork. The production quality is also really good. You can hear everything, and it doesn't sound too muddy. It does it sometimes, but I still think it shreds perfectly. What don't I like about this album? It goes on for a bit too long with almost every song, even though this album is like 42, 43 minutes. Some of the songs do drag a bit too long, and it does get noticeable that you get kind of lost in everything. So, that's a problem, but not a huge problem that really detriments the album. I just have ADHD, so to hold my attention for more than 2 minutes is impressive enough. But I still love this album, and my favorite songs are Despondent Souls, which is number 5. Number 4, No Forgiveness Without Bloodshed. Number 3, Dawn of Possession. Number 2, Those Left Behind. And number 1, Into Everlasting Fire. I recommend the hell out of not only Dawn of Possession, but Immolation as a band in general. They have yet to disappoint with any album. Overall, I give Immolation's Dawn of Possession a 4.5 out of 5. I'm Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below to leave comments and subscribe.